Hey, what's good? I hope everyone is doing well. So here we are playing Horizon Forbidden West on GTX 1660 Super, and we'll be checking some settings. We'll be seeing what settings works the best for this game to get the best possible performance while retaining the best possible visuals. All right, and please consider that I'm getting a little bit less frames while I'm recording, about 8 to 10 frames. So uh, sometimes the game is above 60 frames, and in some settings where the ambience is more graphically intensive, the frames drop to about 55 or something, but it stays above 55 frames average. So let's get into the settings and see what settings I've found to bring the best out of this game, because this game is super heavy on GTX 1660 Super, so we'll have to manage with some mixed settings. Okay, so in the display tab we are using standard stuff, nothing fancy over here, just usual stuff. And we are using anti-aliasing TA to get the crispy nice edges. We are not using any upscaling method, so we will enjoy some crispy graphics. We are not compromising with the resolution scale of the game. We're not using any upscaling method. Okay, we are in the graphics tab now, and I took care that I'm not using any fancy graphics option and only using the skeletal main graphic options that make the game look appealing. So here are the settings. I could only go up to medium in texture quality, because anything more than medium was killing frames a lot. So medium is kind of the sweetest spot. Texture filtering extreme, this is a no-brainer always. It doesn't cost any FPS and make the edges look really nice. Shadows quality medium was just the best spot, because if you would go lower, the objects in the game would lose their depth totally. The game would really lose its charm. So please give attention to the shadow quality, screen space, shadows, and ambient occlusion. Both of these would make the game look ugly, because if you turn off both of these, the depth of the objects would get killed. Really, the game would look really flat. So at least SSAO, I would recommend in ambient occlusion and screen space, shadows turned on. And other than that, I was and other than that, I chose to go lower on all these settings, because these are just fancy stuff that has been given to make the game look even more prettier, even more gorgeous, and we can't afford that on our GTX 1660 Super. So that's why you can see all these settings. Okay, so let's see the gameplay. Game is playable really. Without OBS, you can get a little more frames, about 8 to 10 more frames. And
are you gonna jump? Go for a swim?
And
fastest way down.
That would give you a more playable gameplay, so more smoother. So I don't see any problem. If you just want to play, if you are a really big fan of the Horizon games, you want to play this and you have the same card, so these settings would really work out for you. You can see the popping of the objects happening in the distance, and I think that
Looks like
has
they
to do
left a
with
carcass
the
behind.
level of detail settings. Uh, because I've turned the level of detail graphic setting low. I think that's why the popping of the objects
A lot
is
of arrows in
occurring.
that machine. Better take a closer look.
There's a ladder, but can't reach it from here.
Nothing a well-placed arrow can't knock free. Just have to target the lock.
What am I supposed to do over here?
Someone took down this machine recently.
Let me mute myself
Who else
so
would
that
know?
we can just see
I
the
don't know.
gameplay.
We better craft some arrows of our own. There might be trouble ahead.
There's some ridgewood by the stream. Don't think there's a way through.
It's hard to breathe around this stuff. Alright. Now to craft some arrows. Done.
Me too. Arrows ready. That lock is really stuck, huh?
I just need to land one full-drawn shot.
That did it. After you. By the goddess. What was this place?
I don't know. The transmission... The, message I found didn't say. Only that a backup might be here. We need to find a way in. So, what happened after I left Meridian?
Well, there was a fuss when people realized you were gone. But then some of us figured you only would have left if it were for something important.
You were right about that. Down this way. Get to the grass.
Never seen one of those before.
Me neither. Those dead machines have it on alert.
How do you want to handle it?
The focus can help us. We can scan the machine before we make our move.
Okay.
Give it a second.
You said you've had a focus since you were a child, right?
Yeah. Found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago. It's good to have extras.
Going into a ruin of the old ones. Goddess protects us.
We'll be okay, Varl. Through here.
Welcome to the Far Zenith launch facility.
Far Zenith? I know they made some tech trades with Zero Dawn, but why would they have a backup of Gaia?
Please register with reception for the tour.
I guess they want us to check in with them?